Okay, good morning students. Welcome back to our class English. Previous classes I explained what is voice, what is active voice, what is passive voice, what are the major changes that will take place in active voice and passive voice, and we have seen so many examples how to change active voice into passive voice in simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, simple past, past continuous tense and past perfect tense. Today let us learn active voice and passive voice in interrogative sentence. How to convert, how to change active voice, passive voice in interrogative sentence. As I have already mentioned, we have the four types of sentence, namely assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, exclamatory sentence. Previous class we saw and we learned assertive sentence, how to change active voice into passive voice in assertive sentence. Today let's learn how to change active voice into passive voice in interrogative sentence. What is the second type of sentence? Interrogative sentence. What do you mean by interrogative sentence? What do you mean by asking questions in different ways, in different manner? So asking questions by using some of the words like yes or no questions and double S questions. In interrogative sentence, we have two types of sentence interrogative sentence are there. One is yes or no questions. The second one is WH question. What is the first one? Yes or no question and WH question. When we ask with others, when we question to anyone, when you use yes or no question, the answer should be only yes or no, that's all. But when you ask any question using WH, we can ask for any information also. So that is the difference between yes or no question and WH question. Now let us see what are the words we will see in yes or no questions. Yes or no questions: do, does, did, have, has, had, etc. So these are do, does, did, have, has, had. Now let us see do and does present tense. Which tense? Present tense. Did is past tense. Did is past tense. Have and has present perfect. As and has present perfect. And last one, had is a past perfect. Past perfect. So what are the interrogative sentences in yes or no question? One is do, does, did, have, has, had. So do and does present tense, did past tense, have, has present perfect, had past perfect. Suppose in active voice, do, does in present tense. We have passive voice, we use in passive voice is or are. Next, past tense did. In active voice, if we see did, use in passive voice was or were. And has and had, have, or, has plus been plus V3. So this is the structure in present perfect and past perfect. So these are things: do, does, did, have, has, had. Once again I repeat: do, does, present tense. If there is any sentence in active voice, do, does, passive voice is, or, are. There is a did in past tense, was, were. Have, has, had, present perfect, have, has plus been plus V3. Now let us see from some of the examples how to change and how to convert active voice into passive voice in different manner and different ways. Now let us see example, do you speak English? Do you speak English? So this is a yes or no question. Do you speak English? You want to change active voice into passive voice? Very simple way. I will explain now. In a simple way, first let us see which tense it is. What is the first step? Which tense it is? If you see do, this is present tense. This present tense, because do, does, present tense. In introduction, I explained if there is active voice, do or does, it is called present tense. So what is the do refer present tense? Do you speak English? So my dear students, let's focus, let us listen attentively how to change yes or no question in active voice and passive voice. Let's take simple method. There are 3 steps how to change active voice into passive voice. In simple way, we can write exactly answer, but to make it simple, we can have the 3 steps. If we follow these 3 steps, we will get the answer easily. Let's see that. Do you speak English? First, this is what an interrogative sentence, or can we say that is interrogative sentence because it is ending with interrogative mark. It is called question mark. So, do you speak English? Now, let's see that. Do you speak English? First, take the first step. Take the subject in the first place. What is the subject here? You subject. And here, what is that? You speak English. You speak English. This is the first step. What is the first step? First one, interrogative sentence, make it a positive sentence. In interrogative sentence, make it a positive sentence. What is the positive sentence here? You speak English. You speak English. This is a positive and positive sentence. So I changed, I made it. Interrogative sentence, a positive sentence. So what is the first step here? Positive sentence, interrogative sentence becomes positive sentence. Now let us see how to change. Previously, when we change active voice into passive voice, we followed certain methods. Now let us see that. What is that? First one, use subject, speak V1 form and English object. For any sentence also, whether it is assertive sentence, whether it is imperative sentence, whether it is interrogative sentence, same steps we should follow that. First one, subject. When we have to divide subject, word, object. Now what is subject here? You is a subject. And what is object here? Verb, speak, English. Now let us see, bring here. Since it is a present tense, English. English is the present tense. Dear students, let us listen carefully. In present tense, if the present tense English, here we should write present tense is. Plus speak. What is the V3 form of speak? Spoken. Yes. What is that? Spoken. Speak, spoke, spoken. Now English is spoken. English is spoken by you. This is the second step. Now first step is what? You speak English, positive sentence. Change the positive sentence in active passive voice, will get the answer. What the answer here? English is spoken by all. Now third step, I will show the answer now. We will get the answer easily in third step. The difference between the interrogative sentence and a simple sentence, I will say it in simple way. In interrogative sentence, whether yes or no question or WH question, verb comes first. If verb comes first in the place of subject, it is interrogative sentence. If the subject comes first, it is a statement or assertive sentence. Now let us see, this is English is spoken by whom. Here if you should find out what is the verb form here, what is helping form, mainly this is the verb. Now take the is in the first place. Is, what is the subject here? English. Is English. Is English. Now as it is spoken by you, this is the answer. Is English spoken by you? Is English spoken by you? This is the answer. Now see that I got the answer. So do you speak English? Is English spoken by you? Is English spoken by you? This is the answer we get. So do you speak English? Is English spoken by you? First step is what? You speak English. This is the positive sentence. Make it in change the positive sentence to passive voice. You will get this answer. And keep the verb form first. And if the subject here is English spoken by you. So this is the way how to change active voice into passive voice in do or yes or no question. Yes or no question. For example, and one more way, say simple, if there is do, you can write is first or are. Depends upon subject, whether subject is singular or plural. So let us see. So do you speak English? Is English spoken by you? Now let us see the verb form taken with did. Did he, for example, did he post the letter? Did he post the letter? So, dear students, what is the which tense it is? Which tense it is? So, did, past tense, yes, past tense, because did is past tense. Did he post the letter? Did he post the letter? So, what did he post the letter? When we write did, we should write V1 form. Very, very important. V1 form only. If there is in interrogative sentence or negative sentence, you should use V1 only. That is called, here we can see that did plus V1 form. Did plus V1 form. Always should write here did plus V1 form. First we learned how to change active voice into passive voice in simple present tense. Now let us see the how to change active voice into passive voice in past tense. Now see, did he post the letter? What did I say? How many steps? Yes, very good. How many steps? There are 3 steps are there. What is the first step? Now make it in a first step positive sentence. Take the what is subject here? He is the subject. He. Next one, what is here? Posted. He posted the letter. He posted the letter. Now I made it a positive sentence as I have told you already. He posted the letter. This is the positive sentence of this one. So did he post the letter? Now bring the subject first. Then only it will become statement. Then only it will become assertive sentence. How it will become assertive sentence? How it will become statements? First bring here subject in the place of verb, and he posted the letter. Now let us see. What is our rule? Yes, we have to change, and we have to divide what is subject, what is the verb, and what is the object. What is the subject here? He. Yes. What is the subject here? He is subject. What is the verb? Posted verb. What is the object? The letter is object. So I am making a simple way to get the answer for did he post the letter? So first make it a positive sentence. Very simple explanation. Make it in a positive sentence. After making positive sentence, now let us divide what is subject, what is verb, and what is the object. Now listen, this is the object. What is our rule? Here you see that what is our rule? Subject plus verb plus object. It is the active voice. Passive voice, object becomes subject, subject will become object. Here we have be plus V3 plus preposition plus object. This is object. This is the. Now let us bring the object subject place. Very, very important note, when we start any letter, any word, any sentence, you should write cap letter first. The letter, which was the, since it is past tense, one more way, how can we change, how can we see and how can we identify whether it is a present tense or past tense? If you see ed form here, which form? Ed form, this is V2. V2. So, if there is a V2 form, if the subject is singular, you should write was, the subject is plural, we should write a word. So, posted, when we see posted here, this is V2 form. When we confirm that it is the V2 form, we can write was, because since it is a past tense. Did. So, the letter, what is step? The letter was. What is the V3 form of posted? Posted, post, posted, posted. V1 form post, V2 form posted, V3 form posted. So, let us see, the letter was posted by him. He will become him. The letter was posted by him. Second step. First step, this one, sorry, first step. He posted the letter, first step. The letter was posted by you. The letter was posted by him, second step. Now, what is the next one answer? Now, third step will get the answer. What is the verb here? What is the helping verb? What is the helping verb? Yes, very good. Was is a helping verb. So, was. Keep the right was in the place of subject. Was. Next, what is that? The letter. Was the letter posted? Was the letter posted by him? This is the answer. So, did he post the letter? Was the letter posted by him? Very, very important note. If the letter subject is singular, was, if the subject is plural, were. Now, let us see, did he post the letter? Was the letter posted by him? This is the simple method. Post any sentence also in yes or no questions, we should change and we should write 3 steps. The first step is make it positive sentence. For this positive sentence, change into passive voice. Third step, you bring the verb here and keep the letter. This is the how to change active voice into passive voice in simple past tense, and any whether past continuous tense or simple past, whatever sentence it is, we should follow these steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, step 2, step 3. When you get second step, automatically we will come to the answer, and then last step is we get to the answer. This is the how to change the active voice into passive voice in present tense and simple past. Now, let us see one more. Have you brought the lunch? Have you brought lunch? Have you brought lunch? So, have you brought lunch? And here this you have to write interrogative sentence mark, because this is the have you brought lunch, that is interrogative sentence mark. Now, what is the first step? Make it in positive sentence. So, this is the negative, this is interrogative sentence, the interrogative sentence should be made it in a positive sentence. In positive sentence or assertive sentence or simple sentence, what should we write first one? So subject, yes, you write subject here, you is subject. Now let us find out what is verb form. You have brought lunch. So this is positive interrogative sentence. I made it a positive sentence. Step 1. This is the step 1. So you have brought lunch. What is second step? First of all, we should write positive sentence. The second step is, in the positive sentence, make it in a passive voice. How to change into passive voice? Again, we should divide what is subject and what is verb form. Have brought is verb form, lunch is object. So clearly I divided here. You have brought lunch. So let's take object and subject place. Lunch have brought. Should not write have. The previous classes we learned have and has. If the subject is third person singular, you should write has. So lunch has. What is our structure? Has. If you see have or has in the sentence, you should write lunch has been brought. Lunch has been brought by you. By you. See, this is the answer for positive. So first step, this one, this second step. What is first step? You have brought lunch. What is second step? Lunch has been brought by you. When we see the second, when we change the second step, automatically we will get the answer. So just take the, as I have told you already, take the verb in the subject place. Write here has. What is the as? Lunch been brought by you. This is the answer. Has lunch been brought by you? So have you brought lunch? Have you brought lunch? Has lunch been brought by you? See that? Have you brought lunch? I made it a positive sentence. Positive sentence again I changed it in the passive voice. What is the passive voice? Bring the object in subject place. Object, I brought the object in the subject place, lunch, and since is a third person singular, we should write as. We should not write a have because it's not plural. So we should write as. So what is the structure? If we see as or have or had plus been, has been brought by you. So second step, when we know the second step, automatically we will learn the third step. What is the third step here? Has lunch been brought by you? So as lunch been brought by you. I am just clearing the two steps. Now let us see the answer directly. So this is the answer for have you brought lunch. Like that, we should change active voice into passive voice. So make it first step. First step, make it positive sentence. Positive sentence. Second step, change into passive voice. Change into passive voice. Third step, write the first one verb plus subject plus object. So these are the changes we will get in the yes or no questions. So let us sum up the example. You have seen how to change the active voice into passive voice in yes or no question. Now let us see WH questions, how to change active voice into passive voice in WH questions. So what are the WH questions? The word starting with WH, they are called WH questions. WH questions. For example, who, next one, what, where, when, so etc. These people are called as double H questions, starting with double H and how also, who, what, where, when. So these are SRN questions. Now let us see how to change active voice into passive voice in this double H questions. Previously we learnt SRN question. Let us see the double H question, how to change. As I have told you already, whether it is interrogative sentence or assertive sentence, we should write only, we should follow the same steps: subject, verb, object. Now let us see that. First one, example. Who gave him banana? Who gave him banana? Now let us see what is the example. Who gave him banana? Again in a double H question also, there we have the three steps are there. Who gave him banana? So how can you find what is a past tense? How can you find it is a past tense? Because there is a verb is gave, V2 form. How can we say that it is a past tense? There is a V2 form gave. So if there is V2 form gave, was or were. Okay. So now let us take that who gave him banana. Who gave him the banana? Now him, bring the here. He, since it is past tense gave, so he was, we should not write we were, because he was. What is the V3 form of given? Gave, given. He was given banana. He was given banana by whom? By whom? That first step. He was given banana by whom? Simple one. First one, let us see what is the, which tense it is. Which tense it is? Past tense. And again, how can we identify it is past tense? Because there is a verb is called V2 form gave. So when there is verb V2 form gave, simply you can say there is a past tense. So when there is past tense, what is that? Was. So what is the object here? Him is object. Him bring here. He was given by step 1. So let us say step 2, bring here what is by whom. Listen carefully. By whom? By whom? Okay. He was, right, as it is here, he was given banana. By whom he was given banana. This is the step 2. What is step 1? He was given banana by whom? Okay, by whom he was given banana. This step. Now let us see the step 3. What did I say? Step 3 will get the answer. Step 3 will get the answer. When we say step 3 will get the answer, we should write by whom only in here. By whom. Next. Now let us see how to change. So what is after writing by whom, what we should write? This second step. What will write second, third step? By whom. What did I say? Verb will become first. So by whom was he given banana? So this is third step. This is the answer. This is the answer. So who gave him banana? He was given banana by whom? Step 1. And write by whom here. He was given by banana. Last one, by whom was he given banana. So now today we discussed and we have learnt how to change active voice into passive voice in SRN questions and double H questions. Now let us conclude this session, and we will start the second session after some time. So stay with us. Thank you.